Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're so excited you're here today.
Today, we have a super practical topic for you. How to practice English alone in just 15 minutes a day.
Yes. If you feel like you don't have time to study or you don't have a partner to practice with, this episode is perfect for you.
Absolutely. Many learners think they need hours of study or a speaking partner to improve. But the truth is, just 15 minutes of focused practice every day can make a huge difference.
And the best part is, you can do it anywhere. At home, on a walk, or even while having your morning coffee.
In this episode, we'll break down easy steps you can follow alone. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing, all in just 15 minutes.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple daily routine to practice English alone and start improving your skills every single day.
So, grab a notebook, open your ears and your mouth, and let's get started. All right, Julia, before we jump into the steps, let's talk about why just 15 minutes a day can be so powerful.
Yes, many learners think, I need to study for hours to improve, but actually, short, consistent practice works much better for your brain.
Exactly. When you practice a little every day, your brain gets used to English gradually, and you start remembering words and phrases naturally.
It's like building a habit. If you do a little every day over time, it adds up to a lot. Even 15 minutes daily equals more than 90 hours in a year. Can you imagine that?
Wow, that's amazing. And it's also easier to stay motivated with short sessions. Long, exhausting hours can make you tired or frustrated.
Right. And the best part, you don't need a special place or a partner. You can do it anywhere, anytime. That's why this method is perfect for busy people.
So, the key is consistency over quantity. Short, daily practice is better than long sessions once in a while.
Exactly. And today we'll show you exactly how to use those 15 minutes effectively, so every minute counts.
All right, Julia. Let's start with the first step of our 15-minute practice routine. Listening alone.
Yes, listening is the foundation of learning English. If you don't hear it often, it's hard to speak or understand it naturally.
Exactly. And the great thing is, you don't need a partner for this. You can listen to podcasts, YouTube videos, or even English songs for just 5 minutes.
And don't worry if you don't understand every word at first. The goal is to get used to the sounds and rhythm of English.
Here's a simple tip. Pick one short audio or video, listen once without worrying, and then listen again while repeating 1 to 2 phrases out loud.
Yes. For example, if you're listening to a sentence like, I like to drink coffee in the morning, try saying it aloud exactly how you hear it. This helps with pronunciation and memory.
Another tip. Choose topics you enjoy. It could be a story, travel, or even your favorite hobby. When you enjoy what you listen to, it's easier to stay focused.
And you can even do this while walking, cooking, or waiting somewhere. That way you're using small moments in your day to practice English.
So, step 1 is simple. Listen actively for 5 minutes, repeat a few phrases aloud, and pay attention to how native speakers speak.
Yes, Jason. Listening is not just hearing. It's learning the sounds, words, and expressions that you will use when you speak later.
All right, Julia. After listening, it's time for step 2. Speaking alone.
Yes. Speaking is where many learners feel shy or nervous, especially if they don't have a partner. But the good news is, you can practice speaking all by yourself.
Exactly. One simple method is talking to yourself in English. You can describe what you're doing, your surroundings, or even your thoughts.
For example, while making breakfast, you could say, I am boiling water. I am cutting bread. I like coffee in the morning.
That's a perfect example. Another method is mirror practice. Look at yourself in the mirror and speak aloud. Pretend you're having a conversation with someone.
Yes, and don't worry about mistakes. Making mistakes is part of learning. The more you speak, the faster you improve.
Here's a tip. Pick 2 to 3 sentences from your listening practice and repeat them aloud. This helps with pronunciation and makes the phrases stick in your memory.
And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about building the habit of speaking every day. Even 5 minutes of speaking alone can boost your confidence significantly.
So, step 2 is simple. Talk to yourself, describe your day, or repeat sentences from your listening practice. Do it every day, and you'll notice your English sounding more natural.
Yes, speaking alone may feel strange at first, but it's one of the fastest ways to improve when you don't have a partner.
All right, Julia. Now that we've practiced listening and speaking, it's time for step 3, reading and thinking in English.
Yes, reading is a great way to see how English is written and used naturally. You can read a short paragraph, an article, or even a few sentences from a book.
And the best part is, you don't have to read for a long time. Just 5 minutes a day is enough if you do it consistently.
Exactly. While reading, try to think in English instead of translating into your language. For example, if you read, I like to go for a walk in the morning, think, yes, I like walking in the morning, in English in your mind.
Yes, thinking in English helps your brain connect words and ideas directly, which makes speaking much easier later.
Another tip. Highlight new words or phrases and say them aloud. This will help you remember and use them naturally in your speaking practice.
So, step 3 is simple. Read a little, think in English, and repeat new words aloud. This strengthens your vocabulary and your thinking in English at the same time.
Yes, even just 2 to 5 minutes of reading and thinking every day makes a big difference over time.
All right, Julia. Now that we've listened, spoken, and read, it's time for step 4, writing a few sentences.
Yes, writing is a great way to organize your thoughts and remember new words and phrases. And the good news is, you don't need to write long paragraphs. Just 3 to 5 sentences a day is enough.
Exactly. You can write about your day, your plans, or even something you learned from your listening or reading practice.
For example, you could write, I woke up at 7 a.m. I ate breakfast. I listened to an English podcast. I spoke English for 5 minutes.
Perfect. And don't worry about mistakes. The important thing is practicing regularly. You can correct your sentences later or check with a dictionary.
Another tip. Try to use new words or phrases from your listening and reading practice. Writing them helps your brain remember them faster.
So, step 4 is simple. Write a few sentences every day, use new words, and don't worry about perfection. This builds your confidence and helps you express yourself in English.
Yes, writing might feel small, but it really strengthens your overall English skills when done consistently.
All right, Julia. Now that we've covered listening, speaking, reading, and writing, let's talk about how to combine these steps into a full 15-minute routine.
Yes, the idea is simple. You can split your 15 minutes like this: 5 minutes listening, 5 minutes speaking, and 5 minutes reading and writing.
Exactly. For example, start with listening to a short podcast or video for 5 minutes. Then, repeat phrases aloud, or talk to yourself for 5 minutes. Finally, read a paragraph and write 3 to 5 sentences about it in the last 5 minutes.
You can also mix it up. Some days focus more on speaking, some days on writing. The key is consistency, not perfection.
And a little tip: use a timer to keep each step short and focused. This keeps you motivated and ensures you practice all 4 skills in just 15 minutes.
Yes, by combining these steps, you're practicing listening, speaking, reading, and writing every day, which makes your English improve much faster.
So remember, even short, focused practice every day works better than long, irregular sessions.
Exactly. 15 minutes a day can really add up, and it's totally doable for anyone, even if you're busy.
All right, Julia. Now let's talk about some common mistakes learners make when practicing English alone.
Yes, one big mistake is skipping practice because of being too busy. Even missing a day can make it harder to build a habit.
Exactly. Another mistake is multitasking while practicing, like listening to a podcast while scrolling on your phone. Your brain won't focus, and you won't improve as quickly.
Also, many learners worry too much about mistakes. Remember, making mistakes is normal and actually helps you learn faster.
So, how do we avoid these mistakes? First, set a daily reminder and commit just 15 minutes. Second, focus fully during your practice. And third, don't fear mistakes. They are part of learning.
Yes, if you follow these tips, your practice will be much more effective and you'll stay motivated every day.
All right, Julia. Before we finish, let's give our listeners some daily motivation. Practicing English alone can feel challenging, but it's so worth it.
Absolutely. Remember, even just 15 minutes a day adds up over time. You don't need to be perfect. What matters is showing up every day.
Yes, think of it like planting a seed. Each day you practice, you water that seed. Over time, it grows into strong English skills that will last a lifetime.
Exactly. And celebrate small wins. Did you speak aloud for 5 minutes today? Did you write 3 sentences? That's progress, and it keeps you motivated.
Another tip: track your practice. Keep a notebook or use your phone to check off each day. Seeing your progress visually is very motivating.
And remember, consistency beats perfection. Even if you miss a day, just start again the next day. Every effort counts.
So, stay consistent, enjoy your practice, and believe in yourself. Your English will improve step by step, every single day.
Yes, you've got this. Keep going, and soon speaking English alone will feel natural and easy.
All right, Julia. Let's quickly wrap up everything we talked about today.
Yes. So here's the simple 15-minute routine for practicing English alone. Listen for 5 minutes to a podcast, video, or song. Speak aloud, talk to yourself, repeat phrases, or do mirror practice. Read and think in English for a few minutes, noticing new words. Write 3 to 5 sentences about your day or what you learned.
Exactly. And remember, the most important part is consistency. Short daily practice is much better than long, irregular sessions.
Also, avoid common mistakes like skipping practice, multitasking, or worrying too much about mistakes. Focus, commit, and keep going every day.
So, here's your challenge. Start your 15-minute English practice tomorrow. Track your progress, celebrate your small wins, and notice your improvement over time.
Yes, and if you found this episode helpful, leave a comment below sharing your daily routine. We'd love to hear how you practice English alone.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new episode.
Thank you for joining us today. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and we'll see you in the next episode of the English Learning Podcast.